everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rana, where you will find content from beauty to self-care to lifestyle and everything in between. So in this video, I have decided to make a solo date jar. I have already cut up these pieces of paper, really cute and pink, and I already wrote down a list of things that I would like to do. And so I kind of started off my list with things that I enjoy on my own. Not anything that I necessarily want to do with other people, but just what I like to do. And then I also looked on Pinterest to kind of get a longer list. I do plan to add to this jar, but this is just what I have at the moment. So I did write down 14 things. So I'm gonna go over that with you guys, and then I'm gonna kind of go into detail as to how I want to do each date. So the first one I do have is sushi. Sushi is just, I feel like if you find somebody that likes sushi, they're like a friend. Like they just are automatically your friend. So I have sushi, and then I also have a movie. And before I go into the rest, I did kind of want to put things down that were easy to do, like in a spur of the moment. I didn't really want it to be where I didn't really want it to be things that could throw my schedule off. For example, I didn't do anything like, I didn't write anything down for, get your nails done, or, something like get your hair done or get your lashes done. Because at the time I do these things, I don't know if I'm going to have those things done. So I wanted to do this or I could just do it that day or maybe the next day, or plan it out if I have to buy tickets, just to plan it that way. So that's another thing. So the way I'm going to do this, maybe starting off, is if I know when my date is to do my solo date, then I am going to pull days before, just in case, like I say, just in case I need to buy tickets, or if I need to just schedule ahead of time versus just doing it that very second, because not everything can be done that way. So that's how I'm going to plan it moving forward. So again, sushi, a movie date, picnic in the park. That just explains itself. I don't necessarily know maybe like what meals I want to do, and of course it'll probably be something easy, or again, if I plan it out ahead of time, then I could maybe cook something and take it with me, or make something, maybe like a dip, or something like that. So I have that. I have dinner at a nice restaurant, and of course that takes planning too, depending on which restaurant, because here in Vegas nowadays you need reservations for a lot of places. So depending on where I want to go, and all that type of stuff, all those details, then of course I would need to plan that maybe days in advance. So I have that. I have paint and sip. That's definitely something that would need to be planned ahead of time. So that's why I say a lot of this stuff I will just most likely just pull from the jar and record myself doing that and picking whichever notes, and then I will plan accordingly and then film that way. So everything won't just be the day of. Not everything could be, y'all get it. Y'all get what I'm saying. And then I have museum. We have a bunch of museums here. We have like the Mob Museum. We have the Wax Museum with like all the celebrity wax figures. I've been to there before, but they have added some since I've been. It's been at least a year and a half or so, something like that, maybe almost 2. So they've added so many more. So that's still something I can do. And then they have this one, it's at Area 15, not quite a museum. I guess I could put something else down because it's really more of an art gallery versus like a museum, because the artwork is like on the walls, and it's like, it is pretty much like on a projector screen, and everything is moving around, and it's like really cool to see. So it's this big open room, but then the artwork, I guess, is on the walls and it moves. So that's something to do. So I just put that down for museum, because the museum could be anything, but at the same time, I guess that would be more of art. So That's that. And then coffee shop. I love like cafes and cute places like that. We have so many. Like we have so many, and I just do not take advantage of it. So I know by me doing something like this, I would definitely make sure that I go. So, and then I know that I put movie at the top, but I also put rooftop movie because we do have something that's close to the downtown Vegas where they show movies on top of the building. I forgot which building it is, but of course I can look it up because it's really not that many that we have many rooftop movie shows or movie. It's not a theater, but I don't know. So yeah, so I would just, do something like that because I saw that idea maybe, I don't know, like a couple, it was a while ago. I don't even know exactly, but it was a while ago and I thought that was just such a cute idea. And I was like, oh my goodness, I would love to do this as a date. But then I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna put this on here because I still haven't done it. So this way I make sure I do it. And so then I also put aquarium because we do have a really nice shark aquarium at Mandalay Bay. I haven't been there yet and I'm really excited. Not that I'm really like a shark person, but I just love fish. I just love water and I love, when you can like walk through and then like the aquarium is like all around you, like on top of you. Like I love that type of stuff. Like I'm a really big kid at heart. I love that type of stuff. So I put that down, even though I didn't put shark reef, because that's really what it's called. I just put aquarium because I don't know if we have an actual just aquarium where it's just all types of fish, or if this is all that Vegas has at the moment. I don't know. So that's why I just put this down just to kind of cover everything. I also put down go to breakfast. Of course that can be just spur of the moment and I can just go whenever I want to, but yeah, so I put that down with a bunch of nice breakfast places here that's really not, and this stuff is not necessarily like fancy, it's really just getting myself out and doing things, on my own. And so then I also put down brunch because I have not been to brunch in a long time. I haven't had a mimosa in a very long time. So I know that Skinny Fats, they have a really nice mimosa. I've had both of theirs. And then just all places, who has brunch, they will be serving mimosas. So, but Skinny Fats, I know for sure is a really good place for brunch. And then I also put treat yourself, and then I can, for this particular time, spend $50. So that's whatever. Ideally, I'm thinking in my mind when I wrote that down to buy like one particular item that's $50 because I don't want it to be like, me going to eat and spending $50. I really want it to be on something, maybe like a purse or, just something, So then I also put happy hour. This is when I start talking about food, y'all. I got a little hungry. So I put happy hour. And that's because I get off of my job at 3:30, so I can easily, and most happy hours are until about 6 anyway, so I can easily just get off of work and go somewhere and have a good time by myself and spending some time at happy hour. And so then my last one for the moment, like I said, is gonna be added, I'm gonna add more, is make a pizza. I have done that before. It's really fun, it's cool to do. Very simple, very straight to the point, easy. I've done that and it was really good. I'm like, wow, like I just made a pizza and it was pretty good. So I'm just gonna put this down here on the floor. I'm using my iPad as something hard to write on. And then, like I said, I have my jar. I do want to get like a cuter jar, I guess more aesthetic. This is just a regular jar. This is actually what I used to put like coins in, like change, but I just cleaned this out and stuff. So yeah, so that is that. And so like I said, I have these, I've pre-cut these already, so this was just from like an older notebook and I just figured it was pretty. It's pink, so let's get started. so now I have them all written out. And so now I just need to fold them up and put them in the jar. And I know this is so random, but does anybody else hate their handwriting? Like, I'm just like, I was never like impressed with my handwriting. I never have been. And I don't know why, but sometimes when I use like certain pens, I'm like, oh, this is kind of, you know, looking decent today. But I'm just like, why don't I have that cute, like nice aesthetic looking handwriting? Like I used to watch, and I still do, watch TikToks of people writing. You know, like you know how some people will go on live and just write people's names out, you know, and that people will just comment their names and they'll usually write it on like an iPad or something, you know, cause it's, I forgot which like app that is, but it's where you can just, you know, write and that type of thing. But yeah, they usually do it on stuff like that. So that way it's like easy to erase and then like, or clear the screen. So yeah, I love watching those type of videos because I'm like, I wish that was me. Like, why can't I have some nice handwriting? Anyway, so what I plan to do with this is maybe, I want to at least do it once a month for sure. At least once a month, just because it's been a while since I've really taken myself out. It was actually back in August, and I actually filmed it. So I did a full solo date. Y'all, I was out for 12 hours by myself. This is actually one day I was just doing a bunch of stuff by myself. I didn't do anything like this. I was just, that morning I went to breakfast and then I took majority of that time afterwards taking pictures. I took a bunch of photos, and because I was at Lake Las Vegas, so it's just a whole bunch of just nice areas to take pictures in. And so I was doing that for a good amount of time, and then I got hungry because that took longer than I expected. And so then I went to get sushi, which is on the list. I went to get sushi, and then after I went to a movie. And then after that, I went to, I think after the movie, I went to get hookah. I think that's what I did right after the movie. But as you can imagine, all that stuff took a while, you know. And even while I was at, you know, getting hookah, I still, you know, got some food because I was really out for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It was crazy. But I had a really good time, and so like that kind of inspired me to do this. And so, like I said, just so it's like fun, it's interactive, and I can actually like make content about it because it's like fun, it's just exciting. You don't know what you're gonna get, so I'm gonna act as if I'm ready to do this. Like I said, I want to do this at least once a month. I don't want to really say, oh, the first week of the month or whatever, because you know, I really try my best to post every Monday. So I don't want to say, you know, the first Monday of the month. I really don't want to put that much pressure on myself. But at the same time, either way, I do want to do it at least once a month. So let's act as if this was today. So what would I be doing? I would be treating myself, all right? I would be treating myself, spending $50. Let me think about what I want. I don't even know. But that's pretty much how it's gonna go. And I know it's not that much, and because it's only 14 in here, I believe I counted correctly. So I do want to add a lot more. If you guys have any suggestions, throw them out there. Don't try to think of something that's in Vegas. Just think of just something like random that anybody can do anywhere. No matter, you know? Yeah, so this was cool to do. I'm really excited to get started, and eventually, like I said, I just know it's gonna be like way more. Like I wanna eventually do things and add things like, you know, take a weekend trip or stuff stuff like that. Like I really want to get to that point where that type of stuff is added to it. But it's just at the moment, like my schedule really doesn't allow me to do that. So I really just wanted to be realistic when it came down to this list that I started out with, you know? So of course, over the months, it will be better and better and more exciting and, you know, all types of stuff. So let me know if you guys have ever done this before, and if you have, what did you put on your list? I'm really trying to like think of some other stuff, because I like doing a lot of things, but when it came down to thinking about the things that I like to do, you know, that I really want to put by myself specifically, that's where I'm just like, because again, I could put nails, I could put blah, 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 but I can't put those things just because I don't know. And I really wanted to avoid pulling twice. Like I don't want to get your lashes done and then my lashes are done, I have to grab something else. You know, it's like, I don't want to do anything like that that may be a routine. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, my name is Rana. I do try my very best to post every single Monday. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do not forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to hit that, because I am like a lot of people. I forget to subscribe, I forget to like, even though I love their content. So please do not forget to do that. I would really appreciate that. Again, comment below whatever it is that you like to do. Give me more suggestions, and I will catch you guys on Monday.